What's going on, everybody? Brett here. We're back playing some more Kingdom Rush Origins, and it's going to be episode 3 for us, and we are jumping into the next map, Royal Gardens. So, dreadful news, General. The capital has fallen. Enemy armies have attacked from every direction, razing everything in their path. Only the Blade Singers fight on, buying time for the Queen's daughter to escape to the gardens. By the light, we must protect Princess Ilaria. Alright, so I think we will take Gryphon into this map. Mostly just because I want to level him up. Gryphon is also fine. We may switch them back and forth. You know what? Let's take Gryphon into the main mission. And then we'll take Gryphon into the Heroic and Iron Mode challenges. We have one unused star here. We could possibly try and, like, make it so that we're using all of them, but I don't think we need to do that. Let's just jump in. Alright, so we get our first level 4 barracks, the Blade Singer Hall. So warrior monks that take combat as an art form where perfection is just the beginning. It's pretty badass. Okay. If I remember right, there's some cool like secrets in here too. Yeah, you can mess with these. So they got Fallout, Zelda. Huh, I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. Oh wait, okay, there's the plant from Mario. I think this is one of their other like games or something. These are the worms that what is this game called? It's a fun one, but it's like worms that get into like tanks and they throw bombs at each other. It's a super fun game. I don't remember what it is. This looks like Scribble Knots. Something worms. I don't know. That's gonna bother me. I really don't know what this is. Okay. Anyway, let's get into the game. I think that's pretty much all you can do.
We must move on.
And there are bunnies here you can click on, Bambis you can explode. Nice, like, beautiful, almost like Japanese tea garden up here. Alright, there's a lot of particular things about this that you kind of need to know about this map. First off, let's move our barracks here. This is an extremely powerful location that you could put, other more powerful, towers here. But the game starts you off with a level 2 barracks, so you're definitely going to want to make use of that. I like to put
Hunting season begins.
The archer towers here, the upgraded ones, the level 4 ones that we were able to unlock in the last episode there. We can get a stone circle here, and then a second barracks, which we will upgrade as soon as we can. So now we also have Gryphon, and this is the princess, Ilaria Swiftwind. So you'll remember her, she's in the first Kingdom Rush game. She is like the Gryphon equivalent in that game. And she has her little cat, which in the first game, as she levels up, it levels up the cat as well, her wild cat. And it does a lot of damage. So it's kind of hilarious that they just have a little cat that follows her around. So at the moment, she's kind of just like a weaker version of Gryphon. And what you can do is you can put her back here. And she's powerful. She's almost like another archer. But we're going to move forward with Gryphon. I don't know if she levels. I think she might. And we'll see what we can do. So we have the burners on one hand and the reavers on the other. We could also consider just going ahead. Let's do a Mystic Dais. God, he is so strong. And we'll give him some buddies. And if you're clever with your micro, I mean, I could have had her up here this whole time getting shots off. But let's just use her in the back row. And we definitely want to upgrade these barracks. You'll see here these units right now, they're just not doing anything. But if they did have the upgrade, they would be shooting and doing damage for us. So because I know this level already, it's one I've done many times, it's one of my favorites. There we go, now we've got more archers. I know that eventually there's going to be an element to this map that's going to require us to save our lightnings and our arrows. And it's these guys right here, these catapults. So I'm going to nuke them. Oh no, I did it too early. I have to wait and let them get into place, I guess. But anyway, we nuked it. So what it's going to do is it's going to clear our wave. So if we stack these guys all on top of each other, boom, it kills them. So as soon as we see them lock themselves into position, we need to take them out. And now we know that we can't do it preemptively. We need to do it at the correct time. And part of being able to do that on time is I think we need to upgrade this before we upgrade this one. Bit of a wasted, bit of gold here having a level 1 tower. It's not really going to do much. But we definitely want to be calling early, that's for sure. Let's get that gold. Eridan's doing a good job. Let's get him out of the melee scrum. And now they're going to come from the top. They can also come from the bottom. So it's going to get complicated pretty soon.
We must move on. You have my bow.
We can move him out of the path. You know what? Let's lightning these guys. Pretty sure that as soon as we do that, though, we're going to be inviting the next group. You know what? Let's sell that. We're going to go for the archer towers, because the thing is, one park's here and one park's here, and if we could get 2 archer towers that can reach them, that would be pretty good. That way we don't always need to, use our resources. Ooh, we need to be also aware of the dogs running by us. I'm not letting that happen. I don't care if I have to use a lightning on a single dog. I could have always tried to quickly drop the tower there, but this is okay too. And I want to get you guys, I want to show you the level 4 monks. But now we have some arcane archers, that's very good.
We must move on.
Let's get Eridan down here. So I'm expecting another catapult, and there it is. We can't hit it. It only has 200 life, but it does a ton of damage. So we're going to drop arrows. And we're going to put our guys on it, and they should be able to tear it apart. It'll probably get off a single shot. Probably going to kill these. Ooh, no. It hit our hero. But she can heal. I guess I was sitting on a lot of gold while I was talking. That's alright. And I'm glad we have a level 2 druid tower, because that's giving us some of the wave clear that we need to get past these massed units. One of the things I love about this level is just the angles. I mean, I love having this much utility on a tower. Just look at the sheer area of fire that we can cover with these. And now if we want to place down magic towers, they're going to have their damage enhanced. Actually, none of these units have the magic resistance, so I don't think that's actually a thing. I don't think you can go into negative magic resistance, but if and when the caster variants show up and start locking down our flowers and shooting our barracks units, then we'll be happy to have these lowering their magic resistance. We could probably just win this map just by building tons of these. And there we go. Let's get that leveled up, and now we can get up to the Bladesinger Hall. Now, the thing you have to know about the Bladesingers, and it's very important, is that they lose their ranged ability. Yeah, and here we go. Let's get down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these.
We must move on.
Give them something to fight with. And there we go. We have a lot of options. You can get a level 3 Druid Tower. So what I'm thinking right now is if we rush upgrade this to the Warrior Monks, they'll be able to like really pin down this entire lane. Yeah, let's bring Eridan up here. Yeah, we also need to make sure we have the single target damage that we need. Don't shoot. Yeah, we did it. Nice. Alright. We also get a ton of gold every time we do that as well. And I feel like the game is telling us go ahead and upgrade this. If we could get one more, we could reach them.
Move on.
Once Eridan gets the triple stacks of his ranged abilities, he's so good at taking out the Ettins. So we have a new enemy here, the Twilight Harassers. So Twilight Elf Warriors trained in both melee and ranged combat. Low armor, they have the Shadow Jump, and they have ranged burst attacks. So the same way that Eridan attacks, they can do that as well. And they have a little bit of armor, so physical damage is not always the best against them. These magic towers will be good against them once we upgrade it a bit. But it is still locked behind level 3. So let's check that out. So you'll see here they're shooting at us. Makes them very good at clearing out any type of like barrack strategy that you're trying to do. Nice. He's using his counterattacks, he's shooting, but they're doing a lot of damage to him as well. We can bring her forward to help him. And she has her same like magic arrows that she did in the original game. It's making me feel nostalgic. And there we go, let's get more archers. Defeat 80 enemies with the magic blossoms. Cool. Gathering the magic. There we go. If you watch my channel, you know I talk about Magic the Gathering quite a bit. I spent most of the morning watching some chaos drafts. I don't follow the standard as much. It's not kind of my jam. I really love drafting, and pretty much on any card game. Alright, let's get these dudes. So, let's take a look at their stats. 200 HP as opposed to the 140. 10 to 14 damage and medium armor. That's very good. They're just melee blenders. So special maneuver that slashes up to 2 times, dealing 25 to 35 damage. Let's get our buddies up here. And we'll take a look at the other ones in just a second. There we go. And we managed to prevent the catapults from firing at all. Do a little bit of damage here. Increases their attack by 5 and their attack speed by 20%. So this is just a very expensive static buff. But this is very important if you're going to use them as tanks. The perfect pairing. Gives 10% chance of becoming invulnerable for 2 seconds when attacked. And you want to max that out if you can, because 30% chance to become invulnerable is very strong. And then I generally leave this upgrade at 1. If you upgrade it all the way, I mean, of course, they'll become blenders, but there are usually so many things in a particular map that can just kill them because they only have, 200 health. So you don't get as much value from their attack as you wish, especially if you don't have this all the way upgraded. So we don't want him getting wrecked. He did level to 6 also, which is worth noticing. We're not scared. Let's just drop the lightning. And if we really want to jack up our DPS, we can start upgrading these with their burst arrows and just getting lots and lots of AoE down. Yeah, check them out. They look awesome. Let's move him closer to the center. And if we put a group down here, they'll be able to pretty easily stop them. Just got to give them a few upgrades. So their stats now 15 to 19 damage. And once we get the next upgrade for our barracks, I think it increases the armor. So they'll have high armor as well. So in melee fights, they'll be pretty unkillable. He's almost like off the map right there. That's pretty cool. We don't want any dogs getting past us. Get a little bit of AoE. And they have magic resistance, so every time these archers shoot them, their magic resistance gets lowered, and then they take the full damage. You see there, the AoE from the burst arrows helped us clear out that last group. And we're watching for catapults right now. That's the big thing. And there aren't too many levels in the game where you get to sort of camp. Also, a kind of a strategy I was sort of forgetting about this map. You can just put your heroes here and here, and they're pretty much invulnerable unless they run into range. Just sit her far enough back that she won't run into the actual lane itself, and she becomes basically invulnerable. Let's get them some upgrades. And we can also get the slumber arrows. And we can get some more of these arcane archers. So what you can do in this level that I've always found is pretty good, we can back our guys up to this intersection here and have a bit of like a four-way firing spot. Yeah. Our blade singers are tearing it up right here. And these are just kind of an insurance policy. If anyone gets back there, they'll have a hard time. Let's back up with our blade singers. Perfect parry for a total of 1,000 damage. Footloose. That's pretty cool. Okay. Getting the kills. Yeah, let's get some of the sleep. Some more AoE. Let's get our boy back over here. I want to upgrade this one as well. Rangers are no pushovers, and a lot of the later game maps, I'll just kind of leave my barracks units as Rangers. And the fact that they stun themselves, and you can kind of pair that with the slumber arrows. And we'll get one more slumber arrow. Well, that's wave 15. I think we just got this on lock now. Let's make sure our hero is attacking. Getting as much experience as possible. And he got a full level, so I'm pretty happy. Such a machine gun. And we unlocked another hero, so we have a new one now that we can play with, Catha. She comes level 4, she's a pixie, she has 240 HP, low armor, very low damage, 6 to 12. We can take a look at her abilities. We may want to use her in one of these Iron Mode challenges, perhaps. So, a burst of fairy magic that heals up to 3 allied units for 50 health. We'll take one of those. Summons 2 pixie warriors to block and fight enemies. This is probably her most powerful ability. Sends forth 2 pixies to strike nearby enemies for 10 to 30 magic damage each. That's also very good. Each pixie attack has a 20% chance of cursing an enemy, stunning it for 0.5 seconds. Yeah, so you want as many pixies as possible. A quick spell that stuns all enemies in an area for 3 seconds. And let's also level up Eridan. Let's just, for this level, let's get him a stronger Arrow Storm. And call that good. And let's check out what the Heroic and Iron Mode restrictions are. So we still can't go past level 2 in our upgrades. So whatever upgrades we get next don't really matter. They're not going to affect anything. So these are our options really. We can get more art, improves all archer special abilities. Barracks equips soldiers with improved armor. I like that one a lot. Increases mage attack range. I like this one a lot as well. Increases druid attack range. Very good. Adds 2 additional thunderbolts while heavy winds slow down all enemies. This is pretty amazing and a necessary upgrade once the game starts getting harder. Doubles the wind slowing effect. Yeah. Green Wardens have more health, better armor, and improved weapons. So right now I'm just going to get the attack range and the improved armor. Like I said, it doesn't matter at this point. And we're going to get 2 more stars from doing the Iron Mode and Heroic challenges. But like I said, I want to try it with Catha. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That is Powerpuff Girls. They remade Powerpuff Girls. I don't know how much interest you guys have in that, but I remember watching that when I was a kid on Cartoon Network. Right next to stuff like Samurai Jack and... yeah, anyway, so... let's try this again. I like to do the Iron Mode challenge first, so we can only use Mage and Archer Towers. So it's probably going to give us... yeah, it's probably going to give us some barracks to begin with. I remember some of these being really difficult.
Let's put a smile on that face.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
Swift and steady. Hunting season begins. By the light of the moon.
This might be a pretty good opener. Check it out.
Incoming! Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
So let's see what her abilities do. We have an AoE stun. She makes these pixies. Are they strong? Not really. They're pretty weak. But they have the ability to stun. Bippity boppity boo. That is Cinderella, if I'm remembering right. So let's stun them. We need to get just a few more archers, I think. I think for the moment we need to get a little bit more quantity before we start rushing the quality. But I think it was absolutely necessary that we get up to the level 2 barracks on the first turn to give ourselves these archers here. Let's just kill those. Those are very dangerous.
Here I come to save the day! Incoming!
Good crossfire. And we'll stun that whole group. Get as much AoE damage as we can. A different hero might make this much easier. But it seems pretty fun. I think we're holding. Upgrade. Oh no. Get that stun. Man, our problem right now is we have no magic damage. So yeah, we're going to restart this. Did she seriously get like no experience from this? That's a little rough.
To the vanguard. Onward. For the queen. By the light of the moon. Swift and steady.
Time is mana.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. We'll just try a different combination.
Here I come to save the day!
So what we could possibly do, we see they have different units coming from different directions.
Hunting season begins.
We can be very like versatile with where we place our barracks, for instance. We could move them down here.
Let's put a smile on that face!
Swift.
And that sounds like the Joker, now that I'm hearing it.
Our aim.
And we're going to stun them now.
Swords ready!
And nuke the big boys.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice!
Swift and steady.
Can we hold? This is tough.
Incoming!
She really doesn't want to be in melee combat. Dang, she died again right before I could do that.
Hunting season begins.
Reinforce!
Man, we're just getting overwhelmed.
Rude!
Okay. I think I know what we need. So, in the end, we're getting overwhelmed by AoE.
Bippity-boppity-boo!
To the vanguard. Onward. Trust our aim and our Evelyn. For the Queen. By the light of the moon.
Let's try this.
Here I come to save the day!
Give me a target.
So, our only source of AoE is going to be the burst arrows.
Swords ready!
Swift and steady.
So let's just try rushing a second
Hunting season
second one of these arcane archers and seeing how that works. They do so much damage.
Let's put a smile on that face!
In our barracks now, they're just kind of like dummies. They're just taking all the heat, but they're not really doing any damage.
Swords ready!
Okay.
Our aim.
Can we get to level... Can we get to that 230 mark? Let's get her in a safer place.
Incoming!
We're getting close. And let's get the big stun.
And our Evelyn.
Get the upgrade.
Swift and steady.
They seem to be controlling it, but barely.
Everything nice! Bippity-boppity-boo! Here I come to save the day! Swords ready!
Come on. We need our lightning, I think. There's the big stun.
Hunting
And I think we just made it. That was kind of like the turning point, I feel. We can get this to level 3.
Incoming!
Big stun. Buy ourselves a little bit of time.
And everything nice!
Okay, this is looking scary again.
Give me a
Reinforce! Rude!
Oh no. Oh no. Damn, we leaked again. Okay. Let's try one more time.
To the vanguard.
And I'm thinking this time,
Trust our aim.
instead of making this third archer tower, we go for the burst arrows upgrade.
Hunting season begins.
Here I come to save the day!
So we're going to try and rush down a second one of them. Or one of these.
Swords ready!
I don't think we're supposed to rush into the blade singers.
Incoming!
And I don't think the magic towers are particularly necessary either.
Trust our aim.
Oh gosh, he's getting melted. Scoop.
If it bleeds, I can kill
There's
it.
spice and everything nice!
But these dudes do so much damage that it seems wrong not to have as many of them as we can.
Reinforce!
Okay. We are going to sleep them. Kill these guys. Pop that.
Swords ready! Bippity boppity boo!
Captain steady.
Incoming!
Give me a target.
Looks like we're holding.
And our Evelyn.
Reinforce!
Alright, I guess now we need our AoE control. Come on, we're so close.
Swords ready!
We're so close.
Another target dire.
Okay, now let's try and get another burst arrows too.
Incoming! Here I come to save the day! Put a smile on that face! Sugar, spice, and everything nice!
Another target dire.
Okay, now maybe now we can try. Perhaps go for a Mystic Dice? I don't know. The stun there felt right.
Rude! Swords ready!
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, we weren't getting enough of these procs, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I remember this being tough. This was a tough challenge to figure out.
Incoming! Rude!
Man. Okay. Let's quit this for now. I don't want to make you guys watch me try and figure it out a million times. We also didn't get a lot of experience on her, which feels pretty bad. We could use, of course, our level 6 hero, which would make that probably a good deal easier.
You have my bow.
Let's try the heroic mode challenge, and let's do that with Aravan here.
All elements.
So let's do that. The heroic mode is less of a puzzle and just more of a straight challenge.
For the queen.
Quiver and quake.
Hunting season
Elemental
begins.
fury.
Swift, like the wind.
I know there's some kind of achievement to go with that. I don't want to look it up.
Trust our aim. By the light of the moon, to the vanguard.
By the ancient powers.
If it bleeds, I can kill it. Give me a target.
I'm pretty sure the catapults show up in this as well. Yeah, let's just preemptively put our guys here.
I bend all elements.
Reinforce!
Onward!
Alright, nuking them down.
Swift and steady. Elemental
This is not a bad
fury.
spot for Aravan. Just make sure he doesn't get into melee. Call early.
Swords ready!
Try and get arcane archers next. We may also just want to get a level 2 boulder circle.
Incoming!
By the ancient powers.
Means I can kill it. Give me a target.
You know what? Let's not even risk it. Just pop that right now.
Like a rolling stone.
Reinforce!
Shazam! I bend all elements.
Swords ready!
And use our elemental storm. What's it called? I may be saying the name wrong. That's good though. It's a good sign. We have enough AoE to deal with them.
Season begins.
Barely.
Elemental fury.
Okay,
By the
that was
ancient
close.
Powers. Shazam! I bend all elements.
Reinforce!
Our aim.
Always making sure we're calling early. We gotta get maximum gold.
Swift and steady.
And they're very weak to magic, so... Or at least they're not resistant to it.
Fury.
Oh no, she got taken out by the archers. Okay, we need to tuck her over here now.
Reinforce!
Whoa. That's a lot of archers. That is not what I meant to do.
Hunting season begins.
Let's get her back here.
Swords ready!
Oh no. Everything's falling apart because we won't be able to stop these catapult from raining fire on us.
By the ancient powers.
Incoming!
Man, we're gonna leak this one too. I can't believe it. Yeah, let's restart.
By the light
That's
of
good
the
that it's starting to
moon.
become challenging because if it wasn't, it would be boring.
I bend all elements.
So we know they're coming out up there.
Let's rock and roll. To the vanguard. Onward. For the queen. Trust our aim.
I'm gonna trust my current build.
Reinforce!
Because what I'm thinking about doing is moving these dudes back here and then building up 2 archer towers here instead of having them in kind of this forward positions. But the thing about this map is that these units only become dangerous once they're allowed to mix together.
Ready!
And they don't mix together if you can kill them quickly. Man, they're gonna get a shot off.
Hunting season begins.
Incoming! Reinforce!
Just watch him go. And now he has some of his stones also that protect him. That's something we didn't get to see last time. We leveled him up, but didn't get a chance to look at what we had put on him. clearing them out. There we go. I would kind of like to rush to a level 3 stone circle.
By the ancient powers, Shazam! Just our aim.
Swords ready.
We can bring our dudes and put them there.
To the vanguard.
Let's hold on to our lightning if we can.
Powers.
Just try not to get overwhelmed.
Shazam!
Swords ready.
We're gonna nuke them, call early, get the cooldown reduction, and then we should probably move out in anticipation of them making it back here. Dang. No, I left them out.
Ancient powers.
Yeah, I don't have this one figured out either. Man, okay. I'm going to do those in my free time. I guarantee you I can knock those out. But let's not waste any more time trying to do those challenges. I'm definitely missing something. I could have sworn, though, I basically made good use of the archer towers in previous times that I've done that. Anyway, maybe having that second barracks in the back is incorrect. Maybe I should just go for another, even more AoE with another druid tower. But let's go ahead and jump to Gryphon Point. Melicia, Queen of the Twilight Elves, is in command of this bloody invasion. She has sent the entire Gnoll horde to kill Illyria, the last of Eleni's lineage. They surround us and we can hear their inhuman howls and as they echo through the Gryphon Peak plateaus. General, we must resist at all costs until the young princess can escape safely to Illyria. Okay. And we get a new tower. So this is our first level 4 mage tower, the Wild Magus. Magus? Magus. I think it's Magus. The Wild Magus wields magic in its raw, most uncontrollable form, dealing bonus damage on each consecutive hit. And her and her archer buddies are going to be sitting up top. Ooh, did not mean to do that. Let's restart. Hit the wrong button. Okay, her and her archer buddies are going to be sitting up top, kind of shooting at the wave as they pass.
Shazam!
This is a pretty tough battle as well. We only have one entrance, but it's very close to this part of the battle. Very far away from these. But you'll see here there's going to be a bit of a mechanic that we're going to have to make use of in order to beat this.
I've got that power.
So if I remember correctly, I certainly make use of this as a key position.
To the vanguard.
And this as well.
Onward. For the queen.
Let's see what we can do with this.
Swords
By the
ready.
ancient powers.
Go ahead and clear him out.
Shazam!
Now we can stand him right here and he should be safe. Get ourselves a stone circle here. And then let's get an archer tower first though.
Incoming.
Make note of where the flowers are.
Swift and steady.
He does so much AoE whenever he does that fireball. But this is veteran. This is much tougher than if we were just playing this on normal. Let's get down the stone circle. No, the dogs! Ah, we leaked one dog. Okay. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great. I don't mind leaking one as long as we still get 3 stars.
I bend all elements. Elemental fury.
And remember, we are calling early. We could have held off on calling early a little bit until we had this particular, wave under control. But we would love to get to level 4 as quickly as possible here. No, let's just nuke them. We don't need to have problems with those units. And let's make sure Aravan is shooting. He does so much damage that anytime he's not attacking, it's pretty bad. Oh, we whiffed. I was trying to kill that one. Okay, we look good. We look good. We're holding. And let's use this. If we can get the Eldritch Deus as well, we should. And we're going to try and lightning this blob. There we go. There we go. So we only need 300 to get to the Wild Mages. They attack very fast. Their damage is much lower. But they, like I said, they attack very fast. And their abilities are pretty sweet. Eldritch Doom detonates an enemy causing 80 damage to all other nearby enemies, and then Ward of Disruption. They can silence one enemy blocking its magical abilities. So very good against the Blighters. And here the game is kind of teaching us this mechanic. So it's like anytime you want, you send the Gryphon and it'll attack. So kind of didn't mean to do it there, but that's okay. I think we're fine.
Shazam! To the vanguard!
Just to make sure we have enough physical damage to deal with these. Just while I was kind of thinking of just putting another Ranger Tower here. Some more arcane damage. Ooh, we don't want to do that. So much magic resistance.
Elemental fury. Swift and steady.
Yeah, let's just nuke them. The lightning should do enough to finish them, even though they're resistant to it. We also don't want to neglect this area here as well. Eventually the game's going to be like, hey, were you paying attention over here? And they're going to send a lot of dudes this way. And if we don't have something, it'll run over us.
Elemental fury.
Come on, kill the Etten. He's so low, he's just absorbing damage right now with his HP regen. Yeah, and here they go. They're gonna send... man, I should have stopped for a second to see what they're sending. And once again, I'm just a little too slow. But we should have had this for that horrible wave. Now we know not to use it. Look how awesome this Gryphon Rider guy looks also. So here we go. With an Archer Tower up here, the Archer Tower is very good against these. The Mage Tower would be better, I have to say, the Wild Magus Tower. They do have low armor, so they're a little bit resistant here. It's not the end of the world. If we have to redo it, I'll probably put a Magus Tower up there. Let's use the flowers to clear them out. Yeah, I expected that, but that's alright. Get ourselves 2 level 2 mage towers. That'll put out some extra DPS for us. Can't wait till our boy levels up a bit. And she's helping a lot.
I bend all elements. Elemental fury.
Got that power.
Now we can certainly afford to call early. We're handling our waves nicely. So these dudes have high magic resistance. So this isn't maybe the best placement for this tower. Not sure what we could have placed there instead. We may want to get ourselves some defenders here. Something like there. And they might be a good candidate to upgrade to the Blade Singers. Having that there is going to make these dogs more effective. This tower does so much damage. Just getting it to level 3 without even getting it any other upgrades is pretty worth. There we go. Now it's giving us our second use. Judging by the way this is going, we may not even need. Going strong. I don't want to use it just to use it, you know. I want to use it because we need it. At the moment, we don't quite seem to need it.
Hunting season begins.
And then maybe put a Mystic Dice here. We're spreading out. We're spreading ourselves a little thin here, but this is a pretty good instance of where I kind of just want to stop, not upgrade these to full Blade Singers, because it may just not be necessary. Why can't I use this Gryphon? Probably using that. It whiffed. I thought it would do more in this lane, but it just doesn't. Bring ourselves lots of anti-air.
Elemental fury by the ancient powers.
Boom, there we go. So really not much left to do other than just get our special upgrades. Yeah, move him back. Those elves are so dangerous.
Elemental fury. By the light of the moon.
Yeah, lightning. Time for lightning. When the Ettins start to group up like that and you just don't have the DPS you need to take them out, you just gotta bite the bullet. Get sleep as well. AoE in the sleep here. We're kind of clearing them. We're kind of clearing them. Come on. No, no, no. Okay, we didn't leak. That was super close. Man. Well, let's get the stronger arrows. As much detonations as we can. That seemed to be a pretty bad one. Here we go. And our blade singers seem to be doing their job up here. Becoming invulnerable is just, at the very least, it's slowing down these units. There we go. So now they have a 30% chance. And I think that's when they spin, that means they are invulnerable. Wow. I don't know if we need the silence. I feel like we don't. Is this the last wave? It sure is. So wave 15 to 15. We have a ton of gold. I feel like we just need to spend it. Making sure that we nuke down the Ettins. So here we go. This is our first boss fight, guys. And it's a gigantic knoll. He's gonna one-shot us. He's got 8,000 HP, 70 to 90 damage, medium armor. Our boys here are gonna deal a ton of damage to him. Yeah, just that invulnerability, that level 3 invulnerability is super strong. We're bursting him down ridiculously. There we go. I don't think he regens. No, he doesn't. So he's only got 300 HP right now. This is almost GG. Why so serious, Robin of Elfwood? Alright. So 2 achievements for us. And 3 stars for more upgrades. Let's see what we're going to get. I love getting the Green Wardens. My favorite upgrade in the game, I think I've said this already, but it's definitely getting the Moon Sentinels as fast as possible. Now that we leveled up here, we have some choices. I think we'll just get the first level of the Elemental Storm. It lasts longer and it does more damage. And I think that's a pretty good option. And before we go into the Gloomwood, we're running a bit long today because I took so many attempts at the Heroic and Iron Mode challenges. And these, as we go forward, these levels are going to get a lot longer. So we may not be able to do everything every time. For the Iron Mode challenge for this, we can use upgrade level 3s. You know what? I've got a minute. Let's go ahead and try the Iron Mode challenge on Veteran difficulty. And we can knock that out if we can. So what are our restrictions again? Stone circle there. We want to get the towers that are going to be able to affect units that come from all lanes. Attack as soon as possible. Okay. So check out our new reinforcements. 100 HP, 5 to 10 damage, medium armor. So this is the whole point of this, you know, is learning to use this actual mechanic here, this levels mechanic, and when to use it at the right time. But that's not a bad time. Might not have been necessary. Lots of little archers helping us. And that was so much better, having the level 2 one. We could drop the lightning. We should back up just a little bit. Let's let them come to this kind of crossroads here. No! Oh, that was a panic button. That's okay. Yeah, the dogs are definitely trouble. Those little archers are sniping him out, though. Yeah, whenever he's in melee, he's not casting his spells. Oh, we're gonna miss this. Oh man, I think that spells doom. I was a little premature with that. Can we get to 300? I don't think we can. This is one of those times where we need our Gryphon and we don't have it. Okay. We need the other Gryphon. We're going to have to let them get into this area before we try and take them down. I think we've just about got it. I think it's mostly because Erevan does such high magic damage. And we did it. So we're going to get that star. Awesome. Man, that was way easier than the the other ones I was trying. I actually remember playing this on mobile and having trouble with the heroic and iron mode challenges there. And I think it was mostly a matter of my playstyle. And sometimes you put a game down for a minute and you come back to it and your thinking has changed. Your way of looking at the level will have changed. And that's one of the things I've always enjoyed about these Kingdom Rush games in particular, is that a lot of times I will put it down for a minute, come back. My whole perspective shifts. I see the map in a new way. And, you know, usually I figure it out right then and there. Once I have that feeling, I generally get it. So, heroic mode. You know what, let's do that. That didn't take any time at all. We should be able to knock this out. And what I'm going to do is, just like I did with my previous series, if there's ever anything I can't accomplish easily on camera, I'll go ahead and do it in my free time. And then I'll break it down for you in the upcoming video and show you how I did it. Check this out. The big knoll hyena guy is trapped in like a dog carrier. That is awesome.
To the vanguard! Onward!
Okay.
Quiver and quake.
Hyenas, hyenas. Okay.
Swift and steady.
I'm very wary of the hyena units.
Hunting season begins.
We don't want to put any barracks units here because we don't want to speed them up. And if we can kill these guys quickly, that would be great. We'll try and rush another level 2 tower here.
Our aim.
We don't want these to mix. That's the big thing here. Yeah, we can't neglect this top area either.
By the ancient powers.
Time is not up. Reinforce!
And we'll look to call this in just a moment.
Shazam!
Not quite sure if we need to hit the panic button yet.
Swords ready!
That wasn't looking so hot. We'll just use it.
Hunting season begins.
Incoming!
They're doing a ton of damage. I'd love to know what the DPS is on these archers, because they're doing a lot.
For the queen!
Reinforce!
I almost panicked for a second. That one, what do they call these things? Parathon almost made it through. They don't have a ton of HP though.
Swords ready!
Yeah, let's just get a second arcane dais. Our wardens are so much stronger now.
Elemental fury.
I think if we can rush a wild magus, we should. I think that should be our next pickup. Also could consider just upgrading this.
Swords ready!
How are we doing? This is wave 6 actually.
Incoming!
Is this just it? Did we just knock this out relatively easily? Wow, I think we did. Alright. Well, that was significantly easier than the other ones. And I'm glad we were able to do that on camera. And now we can pick up another upgrade here, which, if I'm going back and doing this, it doesn't really matter because I can only use up to level upgrade 2. But going forward, we want the best upgrades we can get. So, just increasing the range on our druid towers is good because I think we're going to unlock, I should say, our level 4 unique druid towers. So having them kind of at their maximum potential for this next map should be beneficial because most of the time the levels that you unlock these unique towers on, they're designed to take advantage of that unique tower's abilities. So let's go ahead and give it the superior range. And tomorrow's episode is going to be Rockhenge. So not hard to imagine where they drew inspiration from for that. But the whole aesthetic of the map is going to change. You see, we've been fighting through the, this kind of nice forested elven lands, and then we're going to go into these kind of mushroom, dark, twilighty themed maps. And I think we end up, do we end up here? No, we end up here, going through into these lands, and then these are all kind of bonus levels that we'll get to eventually. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I love playing tower defense games. I hope you enjoy watching them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing that. It helps me out a lot. I'm a small YouTube channel, and I appreciate every single sub that I get. If you have a suggestion for how to do this better, I'd be happy to hear it. I've never really watched anyone else play Kingdom Rush games, so all my knowledge of maps and how to beat them comes purely from me doing it like a million times on my phone. So yeah, I would love to see if someone else has a better suggestion for how to do this correctly. But like I said, I'm probably going to have this knocked out by the time you guys get back, and I will break down how I did it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.